In this video, I'm going to share some of the top crypto projects that you should watch out for in 2020. I just released a video talking about decentralized finance, or DeFi, and how I think it's going to be one of the big trends in blockchain for 2020. So this is a follow-up video where I'm going to highlight some of those projects in detail and show you how they fit together and how they could drive continued adoption of blockchain technology throughout this year. So before we get into that, if you're new around here, hey, I'm Gregory from Dapp University. On this channel, I teach you how to become a blockchain developer. So if that's something that you're interested in, click the like button down below and click subscribe. And if you want real-time help becoming a blockchain developer, my brand new program, Blockchain Mastery University, comes out on January 29th. You can click the link down below to sign up. So let me share these top projects for 2020. And like I said, these are all DeFi projects. So why do I think DeFi is such a huge trend? Well, mostly because it serves the needs of people who are already using the blockchain, cryptocurrency traders. And it provides benefits you can't get somewhere else, like earning competitive interest rates on your money. And that's key to growing the ecosystem, because that's what I think it takes to onboard new users, providing real, tangible benefits that you can't get somewhere else. So what I want to do now is highlight some of these top projects and show how they fit together to provide these kinds of benefits that are ultimately going to grow DeFi and just adoption of blockchain technology in general. The first project that I want to talk about is MakerDAO. All right, you might have already heard of Maker before, but it's really important for me to mention it for a few reasons. They provide one of the most fundamental use cases in decentralized finance, which is a stable currency. So one of the big problems with cryptocurrency in general is that the price is always changing. It makes it really bad as a medium of exchange. It'd be really bad to use it to like just buy your groceries or coffee or a car or something like that, okay? So Maker gives you a stable currency whose price doesn't change. And that's a huge benefit of DeFi that's going to act as a building block upon which you can achieve all these other benefits. All right. So the next big benefit would be actually earning interest on that stable currency, and interest that's better than you could earn inside your own bank account. And that's where the next project comes into play. This is Compound Finance. Compound does just that, all right? It allows you to put your money inside this app and earn a better interest rate than you potentially could somewhere else. You can start doing this with all kinds of cryptocurrencies. You can see all of them listed here, but you'll see that it supports DAI, which I just mentioned a minute ago. And see here on DAI, you can see that you can earn a 5.8% APR. That's still a lot better than most people can earn inside their own bank accounts. And that's a huge benefit of decentralized finance. So in order to use Compound, you go to an app like this, connect your wallet, take your currency, and lock it in here. It's awesome that they have this amazing looking app that allows you to do this, but there's a huge benefit of Compound that's outside just this user interface that you see here. And that's the actual underlying protocol itself, all right? Other apps can actually hook into this to take advantage of all these benefits, like earning a high interest rate. So if you were a normal user who hadn't ever used the blockchain before, what if there was a more seamless way to use something like the Compound protocol where you didn't even have to know about the Compound Finance website? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about right now, all right? The next project is Argent, and this is a new crypto wallet. It can lock into the Compound protocol without having to use the Compound Finance website. So imagine you're a new user, you could get some DAI, instantly put it in a wallet like Argent and start earning that 5% plus interest rate. And that's a huge benefit, right? You could move your money out of a bank account, put it in this wallet, and start earning better interest. Highly recommend checking out Argent. This is a project you want to keep your eye on for sure. So now with all these pieces, you've got a way to get stable currency, put it in a wallet, see it on your phone, and start earning interest that's better than your bank account with these three different pieces. And that's what's really cool about this, is you can combine all these things together. A lot of people talk about DeFi being money Legos, where you can just take all these protocols and hook them together to get these kinds of benefits. So let's talk about another benefit. What if you could also add support for things besides fiat currencies on the blockchain, right? What if you could do more fiat currencies as a stable currency, like euros or yen? What if you could do stocks? What if you could do gold? Well, that's exactly where the next project comes into play. All right, this is synthetics. So this is decentralized synthetic assets that get modeled on the blockchain. We're talking about gold, stocks, and Forex. It uses this concept of synths, which are blockchain representations of these other commodities and assets, all right? So they're powered by smart contracts on the blockchain. They are decentralized, and you can, get on Synthetics exchange and start trading them. And there's all kinds of benefits to this, right? Like, what if you could just trade these assets on the blockchain apart from the traditional financial system, right? You could trade around the clock. You wouldn't have to wait for exchanges to open and close. You wouldn't have to KYC in order to trade in many cases. There's lots of benefits that I can think of. And that's one reason that Synthetics is such a huge project for you to keep your eye on. There's two ways that I think DeFi can be improved to accelerate adoption over the long term, all right? And even in 2020. These two areas are privacy and access to off-chain data. So there's two projects that I want to talk about in particular to keep your eye on for 2020 that are working on these things, all right? So the first is privacy. And the project that I want to talk about here is Tornado Cash. So what's the deal with privacy and what are they doing to work on this, all right? So by nature, all the transactions on the Ethereum blockchain are public. They're traceable. You can always see like who sent any kind of asset from one account to another anytime a transaction was made, okay? So it solves this problem by using something called a mixer, where essentially you send cryptocurrency to a smart contract and a bunch of other people also send cryptocurrency to this smart contract. And then you withdraw your cryptocurrency on the other side so that the sender was the smart contract and you can't necessarily trace it back to your original deposit, all right? It mixes everybody's funds together so that you don't know who the original sender was if you're the recipient. So that's what Tornado Cash does. You can see the app here. You can use it natively on this website. But what I would love to see are protocols like this plugging into the other protocols that I talked about earlier, building things with these money Legos to implement privacy. Maybe you could add this as a layer between you and your wallet to implement some form of privacy for your crypto wallet, okay? So the second way in which I think DeFi can be greatly improved is by incorporating off-chain data or real-world data into your blockchain apps. So what is off-chain data? Well, it's any data or information that doesn't actually originate on the blockchain. So for example, the price of Bitcoin, right? What if you wanted to pull the price of Bitcoin and use it inside of a smart contract? Well, your smart contract code lives on the blockchain and the price of Bitcoin is, pulled in from price aggregators across multiple exchanges, all right? So how do you make these two things work? Well, you use something called an oracle, and that's exactly what Chainlink is. This is the project that I want to talk about, okay? So Chainlink is a decentralized oracle service, and basically it's a network that provides reliable, tamper-proof inputs and outputs for complex smart contracts on any blockchain. So what if you had some sort of decentralized finance application that relied upon the price of certain cryptocurrencies in order to behave in a decentralized way with the smart contracts? So like, for example, if you had some sort of protocol that depended upon the Bitcoin price or depended on the price of Ether and wanted to know that information whenever you're making transactions, well, that's the problem that Chainlink is solving. They basically try to provide a network of oracles that make this data trustworthy, have actual integrity, because the alternative is just trusting somebody, maybe a single entity to provide this information to the app. You lose this benefit of decentralization that way. So that's a list of DeFi projects to keep your eye on for 2020. And there's lots of debates on, what we should actually be using this space for, who's going to use it, and where it's headed. I'm really excited, but I want to pull in a few conversations that I've seen on Twitter recently. The first one is that, Ethereum has a monopoly on DeFi. And there doesn't seem to be much disagreement on this. Like if you go to a website like DeFiPulse.com, which I showed you earlier, and you look at all the projects, you can see the projects I talked about, Maker, Synthetics, Compound, pretty much everything's built on Ethereum, all right? So not too much disagreement there. But some people wonder what we should be doing with this. I talked about Synthetics giving you access to off-chain assets and modeling them in the blockchain. Well, I saw this debate recently about Keep Project and their desire to launch TBTC as a trustless mechanism for tokenizing Bitcoin on the Ethereum chain, all right? So this would be a way to basically own Bitcoin on the Ethereum blockchain. And the prediction that DeFi would explode to heights far beyond anything we can currently imagine. So, you see this adoption curve over the past year or so, right? Imagine if this curve just went parabolic and went up like crazy. So what would that do to the price of Ether, the underlying currency that's powering all these projects? It'd be really interesting to see. Again, not financial advice, just something to think about. But there's some skepticism, right? People talk about there's no such thing as a trustless bridge, and that's what would be required in order to tokenize Bitcoin on the Ethereum chain, right? You basically would have to lock assets on one side and transfer them to another. There's been lots of projects who have implemented bridges with varying degrees of success, but this is a good thing to talk about. So there's lots of debates on what we should be doing with DeFi, what we should be doing with DeFi. I think at the end of the day, it comes down to what's the demand for, and what trade-offs are people actually willing to make, right? Are there maybe some centralized parts of this that we're okay with being centralized? Are there other parts that are just non-negotiable? We definitely don't want to mislead people or have a big security vulnerability where people lose all their money, because that would be really bad for the space in the long run. Tell me what you all think down in the comment section below. What should we be doing with DeFi? What should we not be doing with DeFi? Where do you see this space headed in 2020? I'm really excited about it. I think we need to keep our eye on this, especially if we're trying to spread blockchain as a use case for normal people. So I hope you all like this video. Again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click the like button down below. And don't forget, my brand new program, Blockchain Mastery University, comes out on January 29th. You can click the link down below to sign up. All right, until next time, thanks for watching Dapp University.